MLB Network has Saturday Night Baseball from St. Louis. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Miles Mikolas will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right? He eats up innings. Over 200 innings on the season already. And we don't see very many guys getting 200 innings in this day and age in the game of baseball. He's reliable, he's dependable, and more importantly, he eats up a lot of innings.
Stepping in, Ian Happ. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And our first pitch is taken for ball 1 as we're officially underway tonight here in St. Louis. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last 2.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw to first is in time for the first down. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held. You're hoping that he swings at that one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Leaving at 2-2. got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Nothing for the Cubs to start. Cards coming up next. You're dialed into MLB Network. Yu Darvish is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Colton Wong.
First offering on its way. Nope. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Almora has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, I think everyone should keep an eye on Colton Wong. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. First pitch of the at bat. In there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Line toward the alley in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is in there.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Martinez having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
2 balls and a strike now. Set, and the 2-1 pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Jose Martinez becomes out number 2 this inning.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Waiting on it is Almora. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Rizzo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Javier.
So digging in now, Javier Baez. He begins this one with the fourth best batting average in the National League.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
Here's the first pitch to him.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
The 1-1 home. Sharp ground ball to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Comes set, and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Runners are at first and third with none out.
Man, this guy's going to get a nickname with the word wild in it if he keeps this up. That's his second wild pitch of the game, and this one cost him a run. Not sure if he got a cleat stuck out there or what, but this one wasn't anywhere near the zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Hit out towards second. Wong is there, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
So a runner at third here with 1 gone, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. Baez takes his lead at third with 1 away. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
Looked like that swing was in slow motion. 2-1.
1 strike.
The 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
The 3-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Yu Darvish. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch inside, the throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Really forcing the issue with that steal of second. They already had the guy on third, so now 2 runners in scoring position, and there aren't any force outs other than at first. Pretty good chance to drive in a pair right now.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr., as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The set and the 1-0. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
The batter, number 8.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Cubs lead it 2-0. Now to the plate, Marcell Ozuna. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. One out, nobody on. High and deep to right. Castellanos going back on it, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And the throw in gets away from him. And he'll pull into second with one away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Runner at second here with one man out. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
The 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Batting eighth.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. He's set. Here it comes. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. DeYoung stands at second with 2 gone. Slider laid off for a ball.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Heading out towards shallow right. Castellanos will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Cards leave 1. Back now with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Nicolas Castellanos to start out the inning.
Castellanos.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Fouled away. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
2-2 now.
The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Digging in for his second at bat, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Better of him now. It's strike 2. And it's 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Hit softly down the line at first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the first base.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. First pitch coming. Here it is. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first. And so in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Miles Michaelis. First offering on its way.
The pitcher.
Hit out towards second. And that is through into center. A base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
No balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 0-1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
Under it is Rizzo. 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in, Harrison Bader. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Michaelis, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next will be the right-handed hitting Jose Martinez. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues. Michaelis rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores, and the deficit is down to only 1 now.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 offering. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. We're through 3 here in the Gateway City, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Madden. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Baez, a native of Puerto Rico. He was selected in the 1st round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your 1st rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Right back in this AD.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. And he runs that one high and tight for ball 1. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. 1-1 to Schwarber.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The catcher, number
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And that's by him. It's 0-1. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4. So a runner at first with 2 away, and the pitcher bats next. That'll be Yu Darvish. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
You know, Dero, it's not very often that pitchers are able to get some base hits. Even though that's an infield knock, he'll take that every day of the week.
Are you kidding me? From a defensive standpoint, this is rock bottom. I mean, the pitcher is beating out infield singles. What else is next?
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Comes set. The 0-1. Fouled off. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And a fastball down low as that one just about got away from him.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
Just hung in there on that one. Swing and a liner. Foul. Contreras over at second. Darvish on at first with 2 down. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Cubs strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Stepping in, Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Almora comes on now, and he has it one down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
One man gone for the Cardinals in the fourth, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. Lays off 1-0. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Smoke toward the hole. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Here's Jed Jerko now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And this one bounds around against the wall. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. In now, Miles Michaelis, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. A pause and the 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. DeYoung at third. Jerko on second. Molina is over at first with 1 away. Heading out toward shallow right. Castellanos has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now.
The second baseman.
So stepping in, Colton Wong, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 2 out, bases loaded. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. 3 left for St. Louis. They still trail it here 2-1. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ.
The second baseman, Ian.
First offering on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Flips the inside corner for strike 3. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high, 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
DeYoung fields it cleanly. And, boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out.
The third baseman.
Settling in now, Chris Bryant. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And a good effort as he's able to stick with it. And welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Martinez. As he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. Well, due to the elite speed, some say he's in scoring position even when he's starting from first. And here Showtrack demonstrates why as we see the incredible top speed as he came around to score pretty easily from second. No balls and 1 strike. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, left fielder.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in the outfielder, Marcell Ozuna. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, base is empty. Power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Now batting, shortstop, Paul.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Darvish pauses. Here he comes 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's Darvish on 0-2. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there, 1-2. Ozuna is off at first with 2 away. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1 run here on 3 hits. No. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Anthony Rizzo.
First offering on its way. Popped him up. Wong has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
At the plate, Javier Baez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Now the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Around first, digging for 2. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. And this one's in the dirt.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
The 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-2. Chop to the right side. Should get the runner to third. Throw gets him 2 down. Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. The 0-1 offering. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Left for the Cubs. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Almora ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The catcher, number 4.
Standing in now, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 39, Miles.
Jairo Munoz will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 34, Jairo.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff.
And he will get there to make the running play. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. John Brebbia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. And now the Cubs pitcher, Yu Darvish. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Hit in the air out to left. Ozuna is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding in, Albert Almora. He was a ground out victim last time up. Now here it comes. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Three and 0 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he lays off. Ball four. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
0-1 the count. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Fouled off. The next 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Colton Wong. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Line drive to left. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They tagged him for 10 hits. including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
Almora, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next will be the right-handed hitting Jose Martinez. He swings and misses through now. It's not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Liner toward right center. Almora is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Here's Matt Carpenter. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Line hard. The 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, he's throwing a lot of pitches.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Mike Hauschild will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
77.
Stepping up. now, Nicholas Castellanos. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hard hit ball to second. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. The leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what is he doing? He shows up. Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Jerko is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
The first baseman, number 44.
So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. From the belt, kicks and deals. This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Here's Javier Baez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 0-1 pitch. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Castellanos at second. Rizzo at first. 1 gone. Now a spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, left field.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
Up next for the Cubs, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras. A couple of walks for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Comes set. The 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Steve Cishek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. So striding forward now, Paul DeYoung. He flew out in his last at-bat. Baez fields it cleanly. And quickly, there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 3.
Here's Jed Jerko now. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's 0 for 5. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And this game is still tied. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Steve Cishek.
The pitcher, number 4.
First delivery to him on the way.
Cishek.
Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. Foul. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th. Now in the box, Albert Almora. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ian Happ. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Hit to third. The tag gets 1. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Nicholas Castellanos. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. A dive, but he's back. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Here it is. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Ready with the 1-2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Yadier Molina. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Hey, I don't blame this guy right here. I would have took the first pitch myself. All you got is kneecaps and elbows coming at you.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Happ scoops it up. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Dexter Fowler will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Dexter
Bases are empty, one man out. The 0-2 once more. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-a-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work. Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with, but this guy's looking to end this right now.
Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate,